Okay. Custom commands or command custom. This is still work in progress. Binding and formatting for functions will change in the future. Well, maybe ish, not really. This might still stay the same. Depends on my time to work on the mod. But we're gonna create the same command created in for tools in command aliases in command custom. Which is a lot more verbose, but here's how you do it. Well, there's that. You specify your command mode to command custom, and there's a custom, well, there's a field call, there's an object called custom command, and the custom command, the first object, it takes in a parent and the type, and parent is always literal, so you should always specify the type as literal, and the message, so as seen in previous command aliases. So do reload, and we do tools. Here's some free wooden tools. And we're gonna print the user's current name. And if we do reload the tools again, it should print my name, except this time it's a $sign, the function name, and parentheses. In this case, executor's name is the function name. Here's a scenario. Now, instead of executions, in custom commands, we have a list of actions. And in the actions, there's an action object that takes in a command and a command type. This is identical to it's identical to the execution object. So we could specify our give command. And the command type, well, the user shouldn't have access to the give command unless you're the operator. But so most of the time, no one is the operator, just the admins. So tools is for everyone. Server is gonna execute that. We're gonna reload this and we're gonna call a tool. Let's just do that. We got a sword and we're gonna do the same as per usual in previous videos. And reload that real quick. It gave me all those tools. You can set the sleep timer as well. And a message. We're going to do that real quick just to show you. We can set the sleep in milliseconds and a message if necessary. Should be able to also bind messages. I didn't show this in command alias, but since we don't have an argument here, we don't need to do that. So if we save this, reload all tools, it's gonna slowly give me. Server's not gonna die. MSPT is still gonna be same because this is run on a separate thread. Here's the staff chat command. I want to show something interesting with the staff chat command. So, this is the parent command, but you can also have children. So, a list of children. And then in the custom command, there's a list in your parent command is named staff chat. In your children, well, you can have different arguments, or hence the word children. So in children, we're gonna create a new child. This is a new child. It's gonna be named message. It takes in a message. It's a type of argument, and the argument type is gonna be greedy string. This can also be literal, but that makes no sense. So I'm gonna show you in a bit what literals can do. And in that, it takes a list of actions. So does the same thing as per usual. Staff chat, this is not escaped. Let's escape this. And if we reload this, we should be able to. And we do staff chat. If we do staff chat, it's gonna print this message. It's not gonna go into our children because the message parameter is not used. So, yep. You can have a list of actions here as well if needed, but for this command is not necessary. So it tells me to use message. Well, we should type in a message. We say hello everyone, and it prints out to everyone. But since this is staff chat, I needed to include the team. You can create a team for that. And let's show you a subchild for the parent command. Let's create a, oh no, you could do child. Not sure if this is gonna work. We're gonna do help. There's gonna be a downside to this in a bit. I'm gonna do literal. And we're gonna do a message. Help me, please. Should work. Now, if we type in staff chat help, there's an issue. There might be an issue since this takes in a message type. So I don't know what uh Mojang's Brigadier is gonna do. So let's see what happens. If we type in help me please. But if we do a space, say help. Nope. You can't do that. You can't start a message with help. You could do that. So yes, this you could do separate function for these. As you can see, Brigadier does some wonky stuff with it. So that's your staff chat command. Here's a scenario with the escaping. All right. Now, if you want to do optional settings, let's do our give command. Let's do our give command. We're gonna have a parent named G, type literal. It's gonna have a permission level. So let's show you the permission levels. Minecraft permission levels. If you don't set a permission level, everyone can use the command. So in this case, if you set it to level 1, all ops can bypass, well, that can bypass spawn protection. You can assign commands for this level. And varies between levels. Let's say if your command is so powerful that only the owner can use it, well, level 4. As for, well, give, I'm gonna set it to all operators. So in this case, and it's if you just type G, it's gonna say try using the command item and item count. It's gonna the child is gonna be named item. It's gonna be an argument and the argument type of item stack. It's gonna bind to with double curly brackets to the variable name and the executor name, and the command type is gonna be client because since this is an operator command, I would assume everyone has the give permission. If not, you can change this to server. It should be fine. So if we do command alias reload, and then we do G, give us a button. Yep, and if we do G only, it's gonna tell us to try using /G and then item and account. But obviously we don't have a count yet for our item child. So item child has a list of subchildren. So let's do a list of children. So this would be a list of children. Oh, that's busted. Oh, right. Semicolon. I mean, comma. So it will take in a list of children, and in this item, child. Uh, so that means anything after item count. This functions like a tree, so this is fun if you know how trees work. They go by branches, and then it will take an optional parameter by detection. So if there is no action or no messages, you cannot use uh count. Count is required. So you could do so we're doing an optional count since we are defining an action. And as I said, optionals are detected by if you either have actions or a message. If you don't have those, it's required. So it binds count, it's a Brigadier integer, and it's at the argument type executed by the client. We save this, we command aliases reload, and we do G. Let's give ourselves 20 fences, and it's gonna give us 20 fences. Now, in the parent, we have one single child, and this child in here has another child. So it works like a tree, as I said. We are gonna create another child for the parent command. So in this case, we're gonna make creating uh, player player child. So we're gonna go in here to the children, this line here, and oh, that's gonna be whack. So this is our previous children item. So anything after item uses that child, but we're gonna be creating one where player and then item, then account. So we're gonna define our player as our player, argument type, argument, and then argument type player. And this is gonna define player. We're gonna create a child for for the player, and then we're gonna specify the item item stack as like previously, and if it has an optional count, we can also do that. So if we save this and we do a reload G, we can specify a player now. Let's specify just the player. Should be, yeah, it's gonna give me a message of, oh, please use this command if you're specifying a player. So player, and we're gonna specify fences. We're gonna give him a stack of fences. Why not? And we get a stack of fences with our message from this specific message, unlike the previous command aliases. And that's it. I do not have examples for now, but I believe you could come up with some really amazing stuff with data packs plus command aliases, because I believe with data packs you need to do trigger, which is quite annoying. You could create a data pack for setting homes, and then we could just do directly home, and it will teleport the player. And that's it. If you guys have any questions, any issues, if you want to contribute, you could go to my GitHub repository of command aliases and open a PR. I could look after it. If you have issues where the mod doesn't load something properly or is a bug, you can report it here. If you're having problems creating a custom commands, you can find me on Jelly Squid's Hideout, or you can message me. I believe. Oh, right, streamer mode. Yeah, you can find me on Jelly Squid's Hideout, or I can help you in the CurseForge comment section. Uh, please do not open issue here if you're having problems with the mod, like creating a command. Not while actually loading the mod, because this can get piled up quite a bit. So thank you. I hope you understand how to create custom commands. And I guess I'll see you next time if I ever make more tutorials, right? See ya.